Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we are going over my step-by-step guide on how to register a DBA in Illinois 2 different ways. So the first way we'll look at together is getting the DBA on your own through the state. But don't worry, we'll go through each step together and I'll explain everything you need to know as we go. The second way leaves all the legwork to a professional company, like LegalZoom. Now, if you've never heard of them before, LegalZoom is an all-in-one online platform that has helped millions of business owners, just like you, form their own LLCs, corporations, and DBAs over their past 20-plus years in business. And they have a team of support professionals on standby to guide you every step of the way. So if you want to learn more about DBAs and how to set one up in the state of Illinois, then welcome, you're in the right place. And before we move on, if you decide that you want to check out LegalZoom for yourself, you'll find an affiliate link down in the description that will give you a bit of a discount you won't find directly on their website. So that being said, what is a DBA? A DBA stands for doing business as. Sometimes it's called a trade name or a fictitious business name. It allows a business to operate under a name that's different from its legal name or the name of its owners. Say my friend Jared wants to start a gym called Intense Fitness instead of using his personal name. That means he could register a DBA so that the business could legally have that name. So it would be Jared Doe doing business as Intense Fitness. But DBAs have another purpose too. They let businesses operate under a name that helps their customers better understand what's being offered by the business. Now, this doesn't just work in the case of using a name different from your own. Let's pretend when Jared starts his business, he starts an LLC as Intense Fitness. Well, in that case, he wouldn't need to get a DBA as long as he operates his business as Intense Fitness LLC. But maybe after a while, Jared decides to start a yoga studio. Instead of starting a second LLC, he could take advantage of a DBA to reflect his new venture, while still being able to use his existing business structure. Now, DBAs are solely used for naming purposes. They don't automatically give their owners any legal protection, and a DBA isn't a business entity. If you need help with starting your own business entity, we offer a ton of videos to help you with just that, so be sure to check those out as well. Getting a DBA in Illinois, the first step is choosing a name. Make sure the name you pick is unique and hasn't already been taken by another entity in the state. If you are a sole proprietorship or general partnership, you'll work with the county to search and register your DBA. For all other business structures, you'll register through the Secretary of State. You can check out the Illinois Secretary of State's name check database to see what names have been taken. A trip to the Federal Trademark and Patent Office wouldn't hurt either, or a Google search would work too. Now, Illinois does have a few restrictions when it comes to picking out a name. For example, the name shouldn't have words in it that might confuse your business with a government agency, and use terms like fiduciary, insurance, or bank, unless you get approval from their respective departments. Once you have your name picked out, you can get started on your paperwork. If you have a sole proprietorship or general partnership, you will file your certificate of assumed name with the county you'll do business in. While each county will have their own specific guidelines on how the application needs to be done, most do offer online filing. Some also require the paperwork be notarized. Not all counties do, but it may be another step you need to look out for. Now, for all other business structures, your application for an assumed name is filed through the Illinois Secretary of State. Now, depending if you have an LLC or a corporation, the forms are a little bit different, so be sure to pay attention and choose the right one. Here, your filing options are online, by mail, or in person. Regardless of your business structure, there is a publication requirement to adopt your DBA. Within 15 days of registering your DBA, you are required to publish a copy of legal notice of assumed business name in a local newspaper once a week for a consecutive 3-week period. Some of the questions you'll see on the application include the DBA or assumed name you've chosen, the name or names of the individuals requesting the DBA and their address, and what industry the business fits under. DBAs in Illinois are $50 for sole proprietorships and partnerships. The DBA does not need to be renewed. For other business entities, the total and their timeline is more complicated. Let me explain. Renewals come up in years ending in 0 and 5. If your renewal falls anywhere between these numbers, your cost is prorated. Basically, though, in a nutshell, it breaks down to $30 a year or $150 for 5 years. Now, like I mentioned, these DBAs will need to be renewed. That needs to be done before the first day of your DBA's anniversary month. Failure to renew can lead to penalties or loss of the name altogether, so be sure to file on time. Now, if doing all of this on your own sounds like a pain, there is another option. Personally, I have so much to do in a given day, professionally and personally, that I would much rather spend that time doing something else, which is why I chose a formation service like LegalZoom to go through this process for me. On a personal note, I see LegalZoom as one of the best business formation services out there, and they are especially beginner-friendly because they take care of all the legwork for you. Don't get me wrong. There are other great services out there that I also tried, like Zen Business, Swift Filings, and Taylor Brands. So I'll go ahead and leave some review videos down in the description if you want to check them out too. Now, before we get further along, let me tell you more about LegalZoom. Their company began with a mission to make legal help accessible to everyone. Starting their business with 10 online services ranging from estate planning to business formation, they now offer personalized legal advice and simple income and expense tracking. They bring to the table a one-stop shop for business owners to start their own LLCs, corporations, nonprofits, DBAs, and you don't have to be a business owner to benefit from their services. They can even help with personal services like estate planning, deed transfers, and power of attorneys. So that being said, let's go through the process of registering a DBA with LegalZoom. The whole application is only a few steps and lasts about 5 minutes from start to finish. The first step is to select the state and county you're registering in and what business entity you follow, like sole proprietorship, LLC, C Corp. You get the picture. On the next page, you'll enter the business name you've picked out. Then you'll go through the drop-down menu of different industries. Choose what best sounds like your business. If really none of them fit, there is an other option where you can type in your own. On the next screen, LegalZoom will offer to get an EIN or employer identification number for you and take care of getting any business licenses and permits you might need. Depending on your business structure and what you do in your business, that may be a good idea, so it's definitely worth considering. But of course, there's no obligation to take those services. From there, you'll see 2 plans LegalZoom offers to get the job of filing your DBA done. There is their standard plan that gets your DBA filed, so it does the trick. Then there is a premium option that also includes unlimited 30-minute consultations from a business attorney that you get to choose from their platform that specializes in business law, and a 10% discount on any additional LegalZoom products. Once you pick your plan, you'll get 2 offers for business checking accounts, one from Novo and the other from Bank of America. There's no obligation to take those offers, but they are there if you want to check them out. Finally, in the last step, you'll go through checkout, and the application will make its way for processing. The timeline will depend on how quickly your county clerk or the state makes its way through the applications. But you see, at the heart of it, the process doesn't have to be long and confusing. It can be quick and efficient, leaving you more time to take care of the other 100 things on your list. So, just as a recap, here today, we went over both ways to register a DBA in Illinois. The DIY route, where you take care of it all yourself, or have LegalZoom do everything for you. At the end of the day, LegalZoom is a great option for registering your DBA. The process is fast and simple, and they can help you with just about every aspect of your business, like setting up an LLC, corporation, or nonprofit too. And they can work with you after forming your business, so you can be sure your company is meeting all its requirements. They truly offer a valuable one-stop shopping experience that offers you more support and guidance in starting your business than you would get doing it on your own. And as a small business owner, that support is priceless. And that's going to be it for today. I really hope you found this video helpful, and if you did, hit the like button and subscribe for more. And like I mentioned before, if you want to try LegalZoom out, check out the link in the description to get that discount you wouldn't be able to get if you went straight to their website. Also, I love hearing from you guys. What are your thoughts on LegalZoom? Or do you have a question I didn't cover in the video? If you do, please drop it in the comments below and I'll do my best to try and answer them as quickly as I can. Thanks so much for watching. See you next time.